This video is going to be one of the greatest videos that I have ever made, and it is a video that I did not myself make. It was Tectone. Really, Tectone did all the work. I'm just sitting here reacting to it. Nonetheless, it is still one of my greatest, finest works. Denims content nuke. Ooh boy, here we go. This is gonna be a long one. Tell us about it, Tectone. I guarantee you there's gonna be some legal announcements. Like, comment, subscribe! Definitely gotta like and comment. I don't care much about subscribe, but like and comment.
Boys, there's a content nuke on everyone's least favorite internet prostitute.
Woo!
Content nuke.
She's actually my favorite internet prostitute. Constantly got content coming out of her mouth. There's plenty to make the most diabolical drama slop content of all time. And it's just fitting that Ethan Klein is absolutely destroying these people.
Nuke Denims. 2 hours of ripping into this bit. I'm playing this shit on increased speed. Let's get into it.
Oh,
I'll take any opportunity to shit on this creator.
That terrible video.
Because
oh, somebody else did the content nuke. Okay. Well, all right.
I will say this.
He cut it down a lot. I'm not going to cut down his version.
Denims is somehow a more stupid, more irresponsible version of Hassan. I actually think that Denims is more harmful.
By the way, this is still Tectone's video because the things that Tectone has to say is going to go beyond the video that he's reacting to. And the things that I have to say is going to go beyond the things that Tectone has to say.
To this platform than Hassan, but
It's the
has
whole
way
point of
less
this.
viewers, so she hasn't reached her
The meta runs deep.
full power level yet. I am hoping to God she loses her channel from the Ethan Klein lawsuit.
Follow, subscribe, throw a prime. It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is this happening? There's no point in engaging in good faith with people who aren't good faith actors.
Dude, it's been so nice never seeing this bitch ever.
There's no point in
Since the
engaging in that
lawsuit
way.
dropped,
You should
I haven't
respond to
seen her
people the way
at
that they
all.
respond to
It's
you.
been
If they are
great.
dishonest
I've been missing her, man. I love making content about Denims.
liars
It's
to
been
you,
great.
and you can make fun of them.
She's an absolute retard lol cow.
The house is spotless.
Our
I
house
love
is so
farming
clean.
that bitch.
We live in a crazy world right now where, like, you can just spend no time at all researching something.
Rob, Denims,
Oh, yeah.
keeps yapping.
Yeah.
It's time to launch the nuke. Have it make an
She knows all about
impact
that.
in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Getting nuked.
I've been wanting to do this video for half a year now, and it's time to once again give Denims a taste of her own medicine. She's continued to involve herself
I don't know who this guy is that Tectone is reacting to, but I'll find out, and I will also leave that in the description.
in controversy after controversy, always betraying herself as a victim when the going gets tough. And instead of the tough going,
Oh yeah, you can't hate Denims because she's wrong and a horrible person. No, it's because you're misogynistic and you hate her because she's a woman.
she's continued
Which is technically also true, yeah.
to dig her feet into the ground. Instead of covering each occurrence one at a time, I'm doing one massive video exposing her long string of lies throughout 2025.
Oof.
From her sketchy accusations
I've never
Throughout 2025.
seen a 3 out of 10 woman have an ego this large. It's insane.
against Destiny, to the false narrative that led to a CPS call, the failed lawsuit against Ethan Klein, and her continued violations against basic copyright law, it's time we set the record straight and nuke what's left of Denim's crappy reputation.
Here we go. Let's see it.
Denims looks like she probably smells like onions.
Before becoming an orbiter of Hassan Piker, Denims used to orbit around the liberal streamer Destiny.
Really?
But seemingly, instead of trying to fuck Destiny, Denims was going after one of his most prominent chatters, Atlas
I never
Steel.
knew that.
Following TwitchCon 2019, the two would enter Destiny's apartment without asking multiple times,
She was a
resulting in
Destiny
drama that
orbiter?
ended when Denims left the GGG community. She now
I thought the only thing she orbited around Destiny was his cock and balls because that bitch was down bad for some Destiny dick.
holds a grudge against Destiny
Like, I can't imagine why. This dude is just like a gremlin. He's a goblin.
for discussing that situation on stream, and has debated him multiple times over the years. In January 2025, it was publicly revealed that Destiny had been sharing revenge porn of his many sexual partners, which had leaked to the internet. One of these partners, Pixie, is currently suing Destiny, which she'll most likely win due to all the evidence against
Man, I would feel so stupid if I like actually recorded porn of a chick this ugly. That's crazy, bro. Destiny risked it all for that? Like, are you serious, bro? Bro, that's insane. Like, holy shit.
him. Denims would discuss this situation live on January 24th, deciding to bring up her own allegations against Destiny.
Like, he has so many victims, and he has done this same shtick over and over and over again, where he reaches out, or other women reach out to him who are 18 or 19 or 20, And he does the same song and dance where he tries to use and abuse them and then discard them when it's no longer relevant or useful for him. And unfortunately, I made the mistake of not having had sex with him. And after that point, he decided to just do a full smear campaign on me and threatened to leak non-sexual. In this case, I feel like it's important to recognize that because these people have had to deal with him.
Dude, all these people are disgusting. Every single one of them. I don't care. I really don't.
Destiny had sex with adult people, and then once he was done having sex with them, he didn't talk to them anymore. Man, that's horrible. Is that a crime?
Man.
I don't think so.
It actually is like a shitty move, but you know, you should have known.
Leaking sexual
Sex pestiny.
video footage or audio footage, but then he
Now, him recording shit and sharing that shit is weird as fuck. 100%.
The whole thing is weird. Like, let's be real.
threatened to leak non-consensual, illegal recordings of me. We had a conversation, and he recorded it in California, which is a two-party consent
Doing the old dick and ditch, I don't believe in that.
state, which you cannot record people without their consent, and then threatened to leak that. And I thought that the audio recording was of a different nature, and I was super scared. I was terrified, and that was me thinking it was something else.
So here, she is alleging that Destiny recorded an entire conversation secretly without her consent, which is indeed illegal in California. She was afraid of Destiny mentioning these recordings, because she thought they were of a sexual nature. Now, what's really odd about this is that Denims doesn't give any additional.
Also, it depends on what you're recording. I don't think it's illegal to be recording Discord because Discord is constantly recording. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure about it.
Context. She keeps
That's
things
so
vague.
vague.
The reason why, as you might suspect, is because Denims
Destiny recorded a conversation we had. Okay.
Yeah, and it was probably on Discord.
What was it about?
isn't being entirely honest. First of all, she never gives a time frame of when this all happens, which she does to make herself seem younger than she actually was. She claimed she was 20 years younger when the situation happened to make herself seem vulnerable.
At the time, I think I was 20, and he, or maybe I was even 19, I don't remember, and he was 30.
Oh, here's the thing. This has nothing to do with this. I'm never going to go to somebody else's Discord to talk to them. You're going to talk to me in my Discord, and I'm not going to let you know whether or not that I'm recording. You should always assume that I'm recording.
This situation would have occurred in late 2019, because that's when she stopped associating with Destiny. And she wasn't 19 or anything, she would have been turning 23. Her birthday is publicly available online. Yes, Destiny is a bit older, but they're both over the legal drinking age. The reason why Denims doesn't discuss the contents of these recordings is because she'd have to bring up the old TwitchCon drama, a situation where she was obviously in the wrong. Destiny was mad at her, not for just simply going into his apartment without asking, but for having sex with Atlas Q in his own bed.
We walk into the elevator, take the elevator up, I open my door, and I come into my empty apartment, okay? Me, Caterino, and Melina, sigh of relief, drop our bags, and then Denims pops her head up over the loft and says, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And we're like, "Oh, what's up?"
That's fucking insane. What? Could you imagine? You just walk into your apartment and just a wild Denims appears?
And then the guy pops his head out over the loft and is like,
Whoa!
"Hey, what's up?" And I'm like,
all right.
"Oh." And so, at this point, there's a lot of very strange things going through my head right now, okay?
Yeah, this is like a whole bunch of high school bullshit. This is gross.
Namely, the idea that, like, I'm incredibly uncomfortable that, like, and I don't know if this person would do anything, but the idea that a fan of mine was in my house for a whole day, now that figure is contested, okay? Other people say he wasn't there for a whole day, he just came and left or whatever, like, around my unlocked
Emphasis on cam.
computer, like, actually is the worst infosec, like, mishap I think I've ever had in my entire life.
Now, how was Denims able to go inside his apartment? Well, at TwitchCon, Destiny told her that she could stay as a last resort, in case she wasn't comfortable staying in Atlas Q's apartment. Denims instead went there because I guess fucking him at Destiny's house is kinkier or some shit. The non-sexual recording of Denims was actually a conversation the two of them had, about her pretty much escorting
I'm such a freak for security that, like, even if you have access to my physical computer, good luck getting the information out of it.
her cum all over Destiny's bedroom.
I'm not even gonna tell you what I've done. But if I did tell you, if you meet me in real life and I told you what I've done here for security, you'd be like, you are a madman. But I guess that fucking works, whatever.
Typical behavior for her, I'm sure.
fuck?
Destiny would share this recording of Willie Mack's show during their interview, and I'll play the entire thing for you.
Is Alice not allowed to be in the apartment?
Fuck no.
Really?
Fuck fuck no.
Why was I not told that he was not allowed to be in the car?
Because I wouldn't assume you would bring a stranger into my apartment without asking me. When volunteers drive you back, I don't know how you feel 100%.
I hate when people say, because you didn't specifically tell me, how was I supposed to know? Maybe because I thought you weren't an idiot. Well, why didn't you tell me not to set the child on fire? Because I assumed it was obvious, man. Well, you should have told me. God, it's such a woman excuse.
Because you don't talk about any of this stuff, which is fine. So like, if you're like in an awkward situation, right? I'm trying to be a good guy and give you a way out, like, hey, well, my apartment is open if you want to go in. So that gives you the ability to either say like, oh no, it's okay, I'll go with, or okay, thanks for offering, I'll go to your apartment. That wasn't like bring into my apartment for him to have free reign in here for a day. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. That is so weird.
Yep.
And not only that,
that is weird.
You couldn't even lie about it correctly. You told 3 different lies to different people. You told Melina, I would never, and I got into.
I never said that.
You did. I looked at the text. You did.
OMFG, no.
Yes. So okay, OMFG, no. So I come home, and you're both still here. Why? Why would you put me in this weird spot where I have to come home and see an incredibly creepy fucking guy that is such a weird position in my community that's been trying to get me to stop talking to my ex-girlfriend because he's trying so hard to f her. He's now f***ing somebody else in my bed, dragging his f***ing hairy balls across my f***ing blankets. Okay? Oh my god. And so we leave for.
She's laughing about it. She thinks it's funny. He is joking, trying to, you know, be a little bit lighthearted about it, but like, come on, bitch.
Hours like, holy shit. So we leave
Be
for an hour
real.
and come back, and you're both still there. Oh god. I don't know if he's like, I need to get like a few more logs or pictures off of Destiny's computer.
Like, these people, they are like full-blown adults. Above the age 25.
Holy, I don't think I've ever.
Actually, I don't know how old Denims is, but like, yeah. Destiny's in his 30s.
Never had somebody fuck me that hard where I've tried to like offer somebody something and
I think that like Denims, judging by looks, I'd say she's 32. Could be wrong. Could be way off on that.
entire life, I don't think I've ever been like so burned on something before. Holy shit.
Destiny claims he recorded this because he knew she'd lie about why he kicked her out.
Yep.
And she would indeed do that, spreading a narrative that she got booted because she wouldn't fuck Destiny. Now, should Destiny have still recorded this?
Hey. Smart man. Smart man. Because you know that, but you're like, oh, and then he's like, oh, you can't stay with me because you won't blow me. Yeah, bro. Dude, don't trust these motherfuckers at all. Gee, bro, it is so hard to be a man in 2025 when every woman is looking for another easy way to make money by saying, oh, and then this guy sexually assaulted me. It's fucking pathetic because no victims can be taken seriously right now because there's so many fucking liars.
Yep, and also, like, just don't get with bitches that are on social media, that, like, are trying to build a social media presence. Don't do it. Not worth it.
Jesus, it's so bad.
Chicks with OnlyFans, you know, streamers, yeah, no, get that out of here. You don't want none of that.
Well, no, it is illegal. Can I understand why he did it? Maybe a little bit, though it's completely reasonable for someone to use this in order to craft a narrative that Destiny likes to record things without consent. The problem is that Denims is a grade A.
I've gotten to a point where I will no longer go anywhere with any streamers unless it's on camera or I'm with two people that will testify that I did nothing but stay by their side their entire time. I am that disenchanted with the stream world. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't see myself collaborating with anybody anytime soon for years to come.
Every party I've been invited to, I have declined for over a year because I don't trust any of these motherfuckers anymore. Absolutely not. Pass.
A liar, and she's doing this to rewrite history and avoid accountability for her mistakes.
Yep.
There are some more legitimate claims against Destiny and Denims. Throwing herself in with these real victims is nothing.
This is a great video. I'm glad we're watching this. This is a great video. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe to Rob's Media. Link down below. I'm sure.
There we go, Rob's Media. All right, I'm definitely gonna have him linked in my description also.
This is a YouTube video. This is awesome.
Short of vile, just really evil behavior. All this does is give Destiny a W, something he'll use to at least partially restore his image and possibly weaponize it against those he's actually hurt. This isn't Denims being an imperfect victim. This is her taking advantage of a very serious situation in order to get an own on someone she's held a grudge over for half a decade.
Disgusting. It's insane how women want to get a dunk on men, so they'll be like, oh, well, I'll just get him labeled as a rapist. Oh, I'll just get him labeled as a sex pest. Oh, I'll just get him labeled as a sexual assaulter. What a disgusting piece of shit. What a
To be fair, sex pestiny is kind of a sex pest.
disgusting piece of shit.
In my previous video discussing Denims, I went over the emerging drama between Ethan Klein and his former podcast host, Hassan Piker.
Jesus.
Denims has been a major player in that beef. as she spent nearly the past 2 years taking potshots at Ethan. After my November video, Ethan would release Content Nuke Hassan Piker, a video that would stir a lot of controversy. Hassan himself didn't bother watching it live at first. Instead,
it's crazy how women do not get punished for this shit. It is disgusting.
Leaving it up to his many orbiters to pick apart the video. Now, who are these orbiters?
Here we go.
Well, one is
It's crazy how none of his orbiters really get punished for anything, unless it's like outright, something's got to be done about it because he's not Hassan Piker. Mike from PA got banned for a week.
Obviously Denims herself, who touts herself as the
If Hassan Piker would have done the exact same thing, nothing would have happened to him.
largest female political streamer. Pretty impressive, if Caroline
No, that's Frogan. She's 800 pounds.
Kwan didn't have more followers. Then we
800. I think that's putting a little lightly.
have Frogan, who LARPs as a Muslim woman, yet has admitted herself that she's not religious. Her whole shtick is to say outrageous things
Yeah.
for attention,
Yeah.
like that US soldiers deserve PTSD.
Say outrageous things and eat outrageous things.
She's not religious, but she wears the, what's it called, a burqa? Why? Because she likes the way it looks, she likes the way it feels. It's so fucking weird.
And then she'll cry on stream after
I
rightfully
play
getting
Pot and
backlash.
Yeah. It's all for image.
And I feel like such a bitch for crying, but it's just like, there's some
Which is weird because she's so gross looking, she's so fat. And she does everything for the looks and for feelings.
days I just sit and I'm just like, how, I'm just like, I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? You know what I mean?
Mike from PA is a real-life 40-year-old
wonder.
virgin who tries to act like a tough guy. In reality, he's a schlubby, greasy stoner who probably hasn't seen his dick in years.
Yep.
So the guy came to my
Neither has any woman, consensually.
tab.
I think I'm getting your attention. I feel like I
He probably paid that chick.
touched like a vampire touching holy water. I'm getting your attention.
A vampire touching holy water, what?
Jesus.
I feel like I touched like a vampire touching holy water.
Oh God, it never gets better.
I think they want to go in.
It never gets better.
Another schlubby, greasy stoner is Casey Tron. She used to pretend to be a ditzy gamer girl, but now is a ditzy gamer girl. Her whole grift is to get herself involved in political drama, and respond to the haters by labeling them incels. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh right, this is Sean the Black.
You know what's funny? Like, I could see myself IRL being friends with people like Casey Tron. Not Casey Tron, but people like Casey Tron. Casey Tron's a little bit extreme. She's a little bit fucking weird. You know, they'd probably think that I was insane, but really I'd be like, no, these people are fucking insane. They think I'm insane, but actually they're the ones who are insane. Because I know a lot of people who are like that, who think that my views on the world are fucking insane. But really, they don't even understand my views on the world. And like my views on politics, how things should be run.
He's Hassan's token black friend, whose only claim to fame is threatening to kill Destiny.
We would
He's the DEI hire. In case you guys don't know. Yeah, he's DEI, guys.
have socialism at this point. If someone just
Yep,
went out of
he's
the
the
way
token.
and
Sean the Token Black.
it'd be so easy.
Ban Banada
Ban Emma Panda.
is the group's attack dog. He does all the things Hassan and his orbiters won't do,
Bapalabadanda.
like doxing and leading targeted harassment campaigns against those he politically disagrees with. Yet, at the same time,
What a
he'll cry
fucking
like a
loser.
bitch when he's referred to by his
Fucking Bapalabadanda.
legal name, filing privacy complaints despite it being public for years. Final orbiter I'll mention is my good pal, Noah Sampson. I'd go as far as to say he's a friend of the channel, seeing that the multiple videos he did responding to my BreadTuber video did nothing but promote me. He is the mascot of the Safe Sleep
What the fuck is this guy? Does he think he looks good, or is this like ugly on purpose? You know? Because I feel like he put way too much work into this to look like that.
laziness trend, and makes stereotypical leftist video essays.
See, this looks fine. This is fine. Keep this look. This is normal.
The guy's a loser.
This group's main tactic against Ethan is
Yeah.
to fling out as much shit at the wall as possible. Doing this has led to much of their points being, well, bullshit. My favorite example was when Mike claimed Ethan showed a photoshopped image of him in his video, when it was really a screenshot taken from a Casey Tron livestream. Denims would get the brunt of the criticism though, seeing that she garnered the most amount of viewers she'd ever had, 45,000. Very impressive. Though if you know anything about Denims, you'll know that she's terrible at reacting to videos. Like, I've seen blow-up dolls with more expression than she
Bro, I'm better at reacting videos than she is.
does. This is the same person who starts the first hour of their streams playing other people's
I'm
videos
mad
with
as
no
fuck.
commentary. Full-blown freebooting. Denims would barely react at times, with Ethan calling her out for a constant state of shock.
I'm just not very pretty, and I don't have a vagina or tits.
I'm so sweaty, bro. I love you, bro. I'm so sweaty. I love you, bro.
Once again, speechless?
You're like because Denims is a more brainless version of Hassan with mid as fuck B cup titties.
You're my hero.
I'm good, bro. Pass.
Better than mine.
Yes. Next.
Nothing to say, girl.
Next.
Here's the. You just went a whole fucking. You just grandstanded on how he's obviously just must not be a fan of Hassan. And like, how could she sit there so stupid and smug?
Denims wouldn't take these
Because she doesn't know how to form her own thoughts before Hassan tells him it.
criticisms lying.
She's like the woman version of Hassan, but it's funny because Hassan's head is too big for his, or too small for his body, and her body is too small for her head. Her head is huge.
Down, deciding to make a YouTube video in response. Yes, she actually put something together. What I found strange is that she made an entirely new channel just to upload this, despite having another channel of almost 20,000 subs. If you don't know the lore, she used to make a lot of edited content, but took much of it down after she got her ass handed to her by Jay.
Wait, what is that?
If you don't know the lore,
Never mind. I read that as Jay's semen. Never mind. I was assuming that'd be on brand for Denim's typical content.
she used to make a lot of edited content, but took much of it down after she got her ass handed to her by JXE in 2022. She would then private the rest of her content on here, and made a whole new channel. I have no clue why she'd do that, unless she has something to hide. Now, Denim starts the video by referencing her lack of a reaction sometimes. Her cope is that she's speechless due to how bad the content Nuke is.
I'm silent trying to control myself because I honestly cannot believe that the Ethan Klein isn't afraid to make such a dishonest video. In each clip, I am holding out in the hopes that he brings it back or explains himself, and each time he never did. He literally just leaves in.
You want to know why that's a fucking lie? Because when I explained myself about all the issues that I had, you paused and you transformed everything I said in the most bad faith way possible.
It don't matter.
You never do good faith reacts.
Yeah, anything that anybody says that she doesn't like, it's immediately going to be bad. And if they say a good thing, well, she's going to find a bad reason that you said it.
Ever. Especially for anybody who opposes you. You're a lying, can't say that. You're a lying person who I don't like that much.
Flat out lies.
We'll dive
What was he going to say? Whore? Bitch?
into those in a second, but this is just a
I think he was watching himself for the Twitch censors.
lame excuse in my opinion. I've watched a ton of her content, and she's always been like this. She's always staring at the screen, trying to think of a witty comeback. She's just retarded. Now there's 4 main things she tries to debunk Ethan on, and I want to go over each of them. They're just gonna get dumber and dumber, trust me. First is that Ethan lied about an Israeli woman being raped on October 7th.
In new footage, Agam reveals that sexual assault and rape was a regular component of the life as a hostage in Gaza.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happened on October 7th.
Hassan, maybe you would like to call her a liar.
Dude, fucking Tectone's chat after he was like, I'm not gonna call her that.
Please, go right ahead.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes
Like, go back and read what they were what all of them were saying.
happened on October 7th.
There are dozens of testimonies from witnesses, most of who were
A lying fatty McFat.
in hiding and heard or saw it. What's the problem, fucking bitch? Did you not hear what they said? You respect women? Why are you calling them liars? How fucking cool is that? Say something. You just said you believe victims, but here it's a victim right now, a woman, telling you this happened, and you're smiling? How do you disprove firsthand testimony? She goes, I wouldn't believe it unless it was firsthand. Here's a 17-year-old whose family was murdered in front of her, and she was kidnapped for 50 days and continually raped while being in captivity. Nothing to say? Nothing? You're not gonna fucking acknowledge what just happened?
Now,
I've said this once, I'll say this a million times. Denims, she just looks like an evil motherfucker. Denims is not someone who believes victims.
Dude, I will never go near any chick that looks like this. She's very, very pretty. She's very attractive. But in this weird way where you look at her and you're like, there's something wrong with her. Not even like, oh, she might be crazy in bed kind of way. You look at her and you're like, this chick looks like she's gonna destroy every shred of my soul and take everything that I have and completely destroy me and possibly murder me. No thanks. I'll have none of that.
Denims is someone who weaponizes them to push her agendas.
Ethan never mentioned that she was raped, though Denims instead chooses to put words in his mouth.
This woman who you claimed was continually raped
I wonder what Denims would choose to put in her mouth if she was around Destiny.
in captivity did not claim
Probably his butt.
to have been raped. In fact, when she was released from captivity, she had this to say.
ואז אחד מהם, צעיר, עשה איתי הורדת ידיים, אבל הוא הביא מגבת, כדי לא... כי אסור לו לגעת בי. אישה היא מאוד... אישה היא קדושה שם. אישה היא מלכה. היו עושים לי שיחות איך לשמור על אגם. הסברנו להם שגם אצלנו לפעמים כן יש שלאדם יכול להיות חבר, או יכולים להיות לה כמה חברים לפני שהיא תתחתן. אני אפילו מעודדת את זה, שהיא תתנסה, שהיא תכיר, לפני שהיא אצלה מוסד הנישואים. אבל היינו מתאמתים על זה.
Later, she did a different interview for a documentary, which is what Ethan put on the screen. In that interview, she says that at least half the hostages she spoke to said they were sexually assaulted. At no point did she claim that anything had happened to her, and to my knowledge so far, no hostages have given first-hand accounts of being sexually assaulted in captivity.
Yet seconds later in the documentary, a woman gives first-hand testimony of that very thing. I won't play the full clip here due to how graphic it is, but Ethan showcased it on his next podcast episode.
I show a video where the narrator's like...
It's a woman talking about how she was forced to have sex with a man with a gun against her head, being told that she'll have her brains blown out if she doesn't suck this guy's dick and fuck him. Yeah, because Denims couldn't wait 5 seconds to watch that, because Denims doesn't care to consume any content that goes against her narrative because she's retarded.
People in this video say firsthand accounts of that they were sexually assaulted. And then she's so led by hate. I don't know if she willingly lied or she actually just watched only like 5 seconds of that interview.
Both. All the above. She's stupid, she willingly lied, and she didn't let it continue on, and she was just saying whatever was going to roll off the top of her head, off the tip of her tongue.
Either way, the careless...
Which was probably Destiny's butt.
...with what she calls rape victims liars is certainly something that is heinous, it's disgusting. And why do they even do it? Like, what do they even gain from doing it?
Because they're on the side of Hamas and they cannot, that's what I was saying.
Aren't these guys supposed to be journalists? No, they...
Dude, Gila, based. She is the only one that I've actually heard say that, like, all of these people, Twitch, they're all on the side of Hamas. And I think that they're all taking money straight from Hamas. Obviously, Hassan and Denims, all these streamers are taking money from them through donations.
Merely cosplay as them.
Have this perfect narrative and they cannot deviate from it. They cannot agree that some Israelis are victims.
Denims does mention that Hamas might have done mass rapes, but quickly engages in whataboutism.
I have said countless times that in...
Don't you know there's a genocide going on?
Any military, paramilitary, or terrorist attack, there will unfortunately be sexual abuse. American troops have been found guilty of this countless times over the past few decades. I have to believe that there was sexual abuse on October 7th.
The second claim is Ethan's assertion that Hassan Piker supports Hassan Nasrallah, the former leader of Hezbollah.
I find it insane when she talks about sexual abuse. These creators are so anti-American. They'll only quote when the American military has done bad things, and they'll never say when any other military has done any bad things. It's psychotic how these people who hate America so much don't realize that their entire lives would be forfeit if they were doing the same content in another country, and how this country that's been able to provide them
literally be forfeit. They would be put to death in pretty much any other country. And all of the other white people countries, they'd just straight up be banned. The government wouldn't allow it.
Everything they need to be successful, all they do is shit on it. It's pathetic.
Ethan shows evidence of Nasrallah being...
They shit where they sleep. It makes no sense.
...being anti-Semitic, and using that hate to justify terrorist attacks, and then plays a clip of Hassan Piker agreeing that he's based.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah based. I mean, listen. Listen. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see...
He literally just called him based. Can I sell you a bridge? You're not an idiot. Come on, you're not that stupid. You have to understand. You have to have heard him reading a chat message. Are you just being disingenuous or are you dumb? I don't understand.
Now, despite her claiming that Ethan clipped this, Denims herself only played a small portion of that moment.
Yep.
And she adds on that Hassan doesn't actually agree with Nasrallah. A chatter does.
Hassan is reading a chat message. Yes, seriously. He goes on to explain that the reason the chatter might find himself agreeing with him is that Nasrallah is well educated.
You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million. You might not agree with his methods, but ultimately, this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
But if you watch the content, Nuke, Ethan shows more than just that as evidence that Hassan supports Nasrallah and his organization.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
They are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, like
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say
Hassan doesn't have an issue.
You heard what NMP said. I think that he's just a nothing guy. I think he has no views. He's just a straight up narcissist. He's gonna go with whatever message he needs to go to get everybody off his back. But unfortunately, he's gonna have to pick sides on this one.
Issue of Hezbollah, which is essentially just saying you support them.
And I think that he's gonna choose Hassan.
While using plausible deniability tactics. What she's doing here is dishonest. She's not presenting...
Unless Twitch is gonna die, and then he's definitely gonna have to kick Hassan to the curb. Because Can't be associated with Hassan if you're not one of Twitch's golden boys. Twitch will be no more.
Ethan's full argument in this video, which I would consider lying by omission.
I will never understand why Nick talks to Hassan. I am praying to God it's for the viewers. I am praying to God. There is no other reason to talk to that guy.
The third claim is that Ethan lied about the streamer Dating and Money being a Hassan fan.
I'm even getting harassed on the street.
So how come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, you're... wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's sad. That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist, bro.
Look at the fucking...
You look like a fucking rapist, Ethan. Feel bad for you.
Ironic.
Can I just say really quickly, it's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan. Like, I'm sorry, that language is not Hassan fan verbiage.
Here we go.
That's very clear Sneeko lexicon.
She is then immediately proven wrong only moments later.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweaty.
I love you, bro. I have to interview you. You're my hero, bro.
At least she knows it's cringe.
I love
you know,
bro. You're
she
the
knows
coolest guy.
this is real cringe.
Hold on, I think I look gay now. Hold on.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, I think I look gay now.
Well, dude, bro, that made it so much gayer.
Okay. The funny thing about me, I don't...
That's your man.
Good clip, Chimp. Very good. He yelled at him later. Yeah, they met once, which means he endorses everything he's ever done, ever. Okay.
So mad.
In her edited video, Denims doubles down on the
What? Dude, the copium is real.
assertion that he's just a Sneeko fan, looking to leech off of Hassan's clout, showing a clip from someone else's stream.
The first time this guy shows up during this stream, it happens 15 minutes earlier when he meets Hassan's crew. Notice he doesn't react when they say they're gonna find Hassan.
What are you guys doing? What kind of content?
We're just streaming. It's live stream.
Oh, live stream?
Yeah.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
content creator too, bro.
Yeah, sure.
I do content. So you're just literally live right now?
Yeah. Yes.
How many viewers?
A couple. A few.
Yeah. What, 30?
Probably more than 30.
Really?
Yeah, I would say more than 30. Yeah.
Dude, guys, my YouTube channel is @Dating and Money. Please subscribe. @Dating and Money. I talk about Palestine on there. Yeah.
Dating and Money.
I talk about Palestine on there.
Okay, hell yeah. Okay. I want to find his son.
Yeah. Dating and money, is that what he said? How creative. How original.
Okay.
I will say, that's how brainless people are. They're like, oh, if this guy supports Palestine, I'm going to watch all of his content. It's like having a trans flag on Twitter. Like, free Palestine and having a trans flag on your Twitter is like free fucking views, bro. It's so stupid.
Oh, man. Maybe I should try that. No, that'd be a real bait and switch, am I right? Be like, oh, this guy, he supports Palestine and trans people? Oh, no. No, I was tricked.
Hey, you don't know anything about me, but I support Palestine. I'm going to watch all this guy's content. Jesus. It's like you're in an issue on social media on Twitter, but you have a trans flag. Oh, wait, I forgot. Trans people can do whatever they want. I support you no matter what. Yes, keep cheating in that video game, dude. Hell yeah.
Where is this guy? Where'd he go?
Jesus.
But yeah, just type it and then
I know what he's talking about.
To further prove that Dating and Money was not a Hassan fan, she shows then recent tweets of his. Yet she ignores a tweet from the day prior, where he flat out says he was a Hassan fan.
I swear you guys are worried about the dumbest shit. I was a Hassan.
Dudes who wear dresses. Nope. I'm out on it. Like, dudes who wear dresses and think it's cool. I'm completely out on it. No. Nope. I'd rather dudes just not wear dresses in general. Sometimes it can be funny. But I don't see myself associating with any dudes that'd be wearing dresses nowadays.
Hassan fan until I found out the seriousness of him promoting transgender propaganda.
When are we gonna dance live?
He was a fan of Hassan until he, I guess.
What are you doing tonight, beautiful?
Spoke too kindly about trans people.
And if that's somehow not proof enough, this FouseyTube knockoff later admitted on stream that he was a fan.
So I was not, I was a Hasanabi fan when I met Hasanabi, okay? I was a Hasanabi fan and I knew who he was. So Hasanabi saying, I didn't know who he was, he's kind of dumb. I knew exactly who he was, okay? That's kind of stupid. You're an idiot, Hasanabi. You're a complete idiot. I knew who you were, okay? And yeah, I was at the protest. You were talking shit because I'm at the protest. You said I'm trying to clout chase, bro. What the hell? I'm Palestinian, bro. I've been going to protest since I was a little kid, bro, okay?
Not gonna lie, I had a laugh watching this guy chew Hassan. He basically said Hassan is a psyop controlled by Zionists to spread degeneracy.
You're literally just a psyop, Hasanabi. You're literally just a psyop. And that's why they push you. They literally push you because you're just a psyop, bro. Okay, you push degeneracy. You still go with their agenda. You're saying, hey, yeah, free Palestine, blah, blah, blah. But you're still pushing their...
I want to make it very clear. I think this guy fucking sucks. but also true.
Yeah.
Agenda, the degenerate agenda, okay? And that's part
Even
of
a broken
Zionism.
clock can be
okay?
wrong
You don't
twice a day.
understand, bro. You don't understand.
If there's anything that makes me believe in the horseshoe theory, it's this. Now, if you're looking for an even crazier conspiracy, look no further than the last...
Dude. Everybody's retarded. The people who think they're not retarded are the most retarded.
major claim Denims makes against Ethan.
Okay.
She says Ethan is secretly working with Destiny, playing this clip as her main piece of evidence.
I know it wouldn't look good for Ethan to publicly do anything with you, but if you reach out on private at all, well, privately we chat a ton, of course. Why do you think I've been off stream so much the past week? I'm like scripting these fucking videos. But publicly, I mean, it's difficult to associate with him because Asana's just gonna accuse me of like mind fucking him, basically, right?
If Ethan Klein is willing to lie about all this other stuff, what else is he willing to lie about?
Dude, projections. Every fucking time with the projections. Because, like, that's exactly what's going on with you. If you're willing to lie about one thing, these things, what else are you lying about? Probably literally everything. Turns out...
if he's willing to lie about this, what else is he willing to lie about? Go? Jesus, holy Scooby-Doo. What was that acting?
What are you, Down syndrome?
She actually thought this proved a point. If you're not 5 years old or mentally
Jesus.
retarded like Denims is, you'd completely understand that Destiny was being sarcastic. He's making fun of people like Hassan, who constantly use him as a scapegoat. And now that Destiny has been exposed as a revenge porn fanatic, these guys claim that Ethan is just a...
Now that clip was diabolical. Hold on.
He's making fun of people like Hassan, who constantly use him as a scapegoat. And now...
That was his wife in the background, or girlfriend, or whatever, dancing around with the guy that was cucking him. Yeah.
That Destiny has been exposed as a revenge porn fanatic, these guys claim that Ethan is just as bad, because he got some of his sources from Destiny's community. It's deranged, and it's just a way to dismiss valid criticism by pointing fingers at where it came from.
For one, Ethan uses Destiny's subreddit as a source for his stream. Here's him doing it in October, and here's him explaining why he got the Frogan section of his video wrong.
Here, right here.
Oh, never mind.
It's right here. Right at the top. Frogan Rising Star 2024. Right here. What even is this post from? Is it even from Destiny subreddit?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's the post. So that's the post. So that is where I found it. And like,
those Google images can barely contain her.
I'll admit that was sloppy.
Oh wow, he got something off Google Images that comes from his subreddit. That means Ethan is now a Destiny orbiter, even though Ethan went on stream and called him a disgusting human being who deserves to go to prison.
It was only yesterday I became aware that Destiny had recorded me while we had sex without my consent.
That is so...
That to me is like the worst. That's like a go to jail type of crime.
And then sharing it on top of that. It's
distribution.
Filming without consent is like...
Yeah.
It's a terrible crime. It's just a terrible crime.
Yeah, it's bad.
Denims only brings this all up because she's salty that Ethan...
Was that ever proven? And if it was, why isn't Destiny in jail? Does anybody have any updates on that?
He probably paid her.
Hearsay? It was probably a lie? I don't know. Okay, so
But if it's true and nothing happened, he paid her. That's it.
We don't actually know the whole truth of that situation? Yeah, I mean, obviously, if that shit is true, absolutely he deserves repercussions 100%. That's fucked up.
But if it's true, he paid her. But if it's not, then who cares? And either way, who cares?
Referred to her as an ex-Destiny orbiter.
You'll notice when we get to the next clip,
is.
Ethan Klein put a banner labeling me as an ex-Destiny orbiter.
True.
He's doing this to
That's why nobody cares, because they're just allegations.
distract from the fact that he's currently orbiting Destiny.
Now here's the clip that she's referring to.
She is an ex-Destiny orbiter. In fact, it's rumored, I'm pretty sure that they had a sexual relationship. I never fucked Destiny. Say what you will about me, but I never fucked Destiny.
You saying that wasn't your dick in the
I
loop?
think the worst thing about Denims is she's one of the only women that tried to have sex with Destiny and failed. Because even Destiny knows this chick is mid as fuck.
Dude, you could see it in her black eyes. She doesn't even have irises. It's just all pupil. And that's how she sucks your soul. Through her eyes. That's where the black hole exists. She got 2 of them.
Not my dick, buddy.
It's gonna rip you apart.
Not this dick.
And Ethan is
She's
referencing
still
the supposed
mad about
leaked
that.
DMs, where
She's
Denims is
still
down to fuck
mad.
Destiny. I mean, hey, who wouldn't be down to fuck this high-value specimen? After Ethan brought up a response on stream, Denims' main comeback was to call Ethan a coward for not reacting to her whole video, claiming that he simply clip-chimped her.
It is really funny that all of my haters, all of my enemies, can only hate me by splicing clips of me and being totally disingenuous. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad.
When all you do is generate clips, of course that's all your haters are gonna do is clip you. What?
I hate people like this because people who have actually had out of context clips cause them severe issues in real life. Me. It's annoying when other people lie about this shit because, bro, we've seen full VODs. We've seen.
It's annoying, but it still keeps happening to them. So it's just, you know, absolute cinema. It's just like, it's unjustified for me, but it's happening to you also. So, like, welcome to the internet. Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Full videos. There's no clip children. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's kind of pathetic. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Can the smooth brain wench not go one video without projecting?
It is. But, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, this is the same person who goes out of her way to not watch people's videos, and instead waits for Banapanada to react to them first.
Yep.
Safe edginess is meant to describe edgy jokes that would never get you in trouble with your preferred audience. Humor that typically targets other.
I gotta really actually be careful, because I do get in trouble sometimes, because I got quite a mouth, and I say things that I don't mean, and sometimes I say things that I do mean.
Groups. A lot of times, safe edginess can be seen as intrinsically hypocritical, as they'll get offended by edgy jokes made by others, but will adamantly defend their own style of offensive humor. This is Denims. Denims is the queen of safe edginess. I briefly went over this concept in my first video about her, mainly citing how she'll get deeply offended by jokes targeting OnlyFans creators, but has no problem making edgy political statements. She'll jokingly tell her audience to kill someone, and then claim saying the word retard is too tryhard.
You know what's really, really bad? When, like, the people you're fighting on the internet, the only two insults they have is R-slur and I'm richer than you.
R-slur. R-slur. I love hearing people say that. People who say the word or the phrase R-slur, you know what they are? They're an F-slur.
She'll make various statements that seem risky.
I think richer than you is so fucking based. I'm sorry, bro. I think that shit is so funny. Every single time X brings out his fucking watch, that shit is hilarious.
Gay, but won't actually get her in trouble if anyone in Hassan's audience. Case in point.
Also, saying R-slur in 2025, bro, get a grip. The word is retarded. It's not that big of a deal, bro. Grow up.
The TwitchCon tier list panel. Denims and her friends are doing a tier list ranking streamers on how Arab they are, with the bottom tier being Love Sabra. This is clearly meant to refer to Jews born in Israel, as they treat that tier as undesirable to be in. When called out on this racially based tier list, these creators use plausible deniability tactics, and make it seem like they were only referring to the brand of hummus. My main issue is, why can't they just own up to
it? Somebody in the chat said, everyone gonna be richer than her after this lawsuit. Yeah.
They're doing this panel to be safe edgy, but now that they're being called out for it, they're backtracking. It makes them pussies. Same thing happened with the whole swastika sword scandal. Say that 5 times fast. They clearly did this to be edgy and piss off Ethan, but they then started backtracking once they got a lot of hate. And yes, I know, it's a Buddhist symbol and the sword is from an anime, but Hassan bought it, knowing it looks like the symbol of the Nazis.
From an anime that he doesn't like.
That's like a bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It immediately goes for the swastika one. Got it.
I like this already much better. You're the one who owns this. Remember we did that?
They're doing this as a dog whistle because they think it'll make Ethan crash out. Just own up to it. I mean, this is the same bitch who said Muda's thumbnail to the Keppel's video as a dog whistle for transphobia, because she was like drawn ugly.
This is a very gross portrayal of someone who is a trans woman. This is like hitting all of the common stereotypes.
I don't know. It kinda looks like all the trans people that I see in my daily life.
Like trying to make them as quote unquote gross looking as possible, or as manly as possible, whatever.
Oh, and recently, she spread this narrative that this innocuous Sydney Sweeney ad was actually all about eugenics.
American.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. She's gonna follow the wrong take that the entire left had. Of course, every time with these people. I didn't even take the side of the right wing. I was still against the ad, but I was like, hey guys, this is kind of a callback to a pedophilic ad. And nobody cared. I was like, all right, well, that's about how it goes, I guess, with the media. Fight about the wrong thing, and both sides just have the wrong take. All right. And everybody's just bought into it.
An Eagle has like a vested interest in appealing to...
If you genuinely think the Sydney Sweeney commercial was about anything other than jeans, you're a fucking idiot.
Crazy fascist.
If you think that it wasn't a callback to the pedophilic ad from like, what was it, the 80s? Then you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, Tectone. But we're all fucking idiots here, so...
Right-wing freak.
So stupid.
This is a pretty good breakdown.
The reason why they drew Keffels ugly is because they are ugly. It was a realistic portrayal. Whether
they? You mean he?
Whether you want to admit it or not.
As well. They're trying so hard to radicalize Americans. When you realize the obsession with Sydney Sweeney isn't about her tits, it's about the fact that she has blonde hair, blue eyes, is thin, and happens to have large breasts. American
I
fashion.
swear to God, these people would.
I'm not using their language. I'm using regular English that I grew up with. I'm not changing my words. I'm just gonna speak naturally. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth, you know?
Say that I'm so beautiful if I put on a blue hair wig and put they, them in my fucking profile. Like, bro, you can still be ugly if you're trans. Okay? If you're ugly, you're ugly. That's
If you're trans, you're ugly. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
It's not transphobic to call a trans person ugly. If they're ugly, they're ugly. It's really that straightforward.
She is the perfect Aryan woman, which is why the joke is she has good genes. Like, there used to be a time where this just meant like, look her boobs. And
I'm never gonna see a trans person as a woman. Sorry. Damn it. I'm probably gonna get this video fucking flagged.
now it's like,
Now this might sound like a hot take to some, but I still don't think these creators should have been banned over this Twitch panel. My problem is how Denims will advocate for other creators to get banned over their own edgy jokes.
Yep.
Right around the same time, Denims would call out Tectone for making fat jokes about Frogan.
Oh. Frogan! We're talking about me now? Great. Let's get into it.
Saying he should get banned.
I feel inclined to say that there is the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. TOS says you cannot do bullying on this platform or targeted harassment on this platform. Tectone has called her Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, what is going after Ethan Klein then?
He's called her fat. He said she should go stuff her fucking fat face. She said she probably has PTSD when she sees a diet soda. That is bullying. That is breaking TOS. He should be banned for breaking TOS.
But if she says the same things about the fucking U.S. military and people that are in the military, she says things that are a million times worse than that. Nothing happens.
I'm not gonna call for his ban because I think it's fucking stupid.
You just did by saying that, you dumb fuck. I'm not gonna say you guys should go all do this. That's awful, but you guys maybe should do it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You gotta be banned for 2 weeks from that shit. I am a lifetime hater of your ass.
Because there's the letter of the law and then there's the spirit of the law. And I think Tectone broke the letter of the law, but I really don't give a fuck. He's also such a dumb fuck that I don't really care.
Letter of the law? You mean letter of the TOS? Because by law, he's allowed to say all that shit.
That he exists?
You talks about me non-fucking stop. Follows everything I do non-stop. Over and over and over again you tweet about me. Jesus.
Clearly want him to get banned. You just don't want to be seen as a hypocrite. Because only a month later, she was directly calling on him to get banned after he made an edgy joke about Denims having an OnlyFans.
Yep, Denims talks about you. Dude, I only watch Denims clips offline. Yeah, with my pants off. Yeah, I can't watch those on stream. Yeah, just shouldn't bother.
Denims responded by tagging Twitch support.
This is sexual harassment. Sorry that you're, okay, can't say that word. Sorry that you're a lady of the night where you sell photos of your uncensored asshole for money. Sorry for telling the truth. Jesus. Dude, I sell pictures of myself online. Why are you calling me a whore? It's called a factual definition, bitch. Relax.
Clearly wanting them to ban him.
And also, you add that on top of sleeping with a bunch of people for free, then you are a slut and a whore.
I don't care what logic she uses. She's advocating for him to get banned. Yet at the same time, she'll get her knickers in a twist about how her ban was so unfair, and that the people advocating for it are scumbags. If you think Tectone's statements are ban-worthy, then so are yours. I don't think either should get banned, but Twitch has incredibly strict rules that seem to affect certain creators.
Oh, I'm the same way. I think you absolutely can ban me for this shit, as long as they also ban the person saying it, especially considering that this chick called me a rapist and never got banned. Remember that, guys. She called me a rapist and never got banned. That's why if Kick offers me a contract to go full-time on there, I'm taking it 100%. On everything. Taking it on everything, bro.
Over others. The reason why so many people were happy over Denims and her friends getting banned is because they constantly break Twitch's rules time and time again. It's a problem of inconsistency. In May of this year, it was announced that former
I'm actually here for it. I hope it keeps happening.
US President Joe Biden has stage 4 prostate cancer. Denims' response was to go on stream and celebrate. She was blasting the Crab Rave song with the most inexpressive face possible.
That it's in a very aggressive form of cancer, and Group 5 means that...
I don't care who you are, what you've done, I'm not going to celebrate your death. That's fucking psychotic. To celebrate somebody having cancer, that's fucking nuts.
This bit is legitimately unfunny. It's the kind of thing me and my friends did in 10th grade when the meme was actually popular. This is a 28-year-old woman doing this.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know what...
Well, to be fair, she never matured past 5th grade. She's still got the mind of a 5th grader. She's got an adult body now, who may be 32.
What happened to, like, comedy, dude? I should be able to make fun of a guy who didn't try at all to get a ceasefire, later proven to
She has to be 32, because that's the age that you learn empathy.
be true that he didn't try at all to get a ceasefire, and in fact, just kind of told Benjamin Netanyahu, yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. Could you do the genocide more quiet?
She doesn't cite any sources for that, by the way. I looked into this, and it seems like Biden was constantly pushing for a ceasefire. Either way, I do think Denims should be able to mock his eventual death, even if many would find it insensitive. My problem comes with the fact that she'll shun others from making jokes about the deaths of people she does like. This leads us to Aaron Bushnell.
Which also she's allowed to do.
Aaron was a U.S. Air Force serviceman who lit himself on fire outside the Embassy of Israel in Washington, D.C. Most would find this depressing, seeing that this mentally ill guy killed himself. But leftists found it inspiring because he screamed, "Free Palestine," before dying a permanent blackface.
I think for most of us who have seen this, which I'm assuming that it's almost everyone in here, I think all of us feel a sort of sense of respect and a desire.
Respect.
Yeah. Glad it happened. Like, applauding the guy for his efforts. What? Now, nobody remembers this guy. Only to be brought up every so often in a YouTube video.
Because a mentally ill guy killed himself. Yeah, nah, that's not what we feel.
Honor.
Yeah. These people, they want more people doing things like this.
His wishes?
Denims then tries to argue that Aaron didn't technically commit suicide, dismissing the legal definition.
At the very least, when I think of the word suicide, or I think of someone who committed suicide, I think of someone who was like...
No, this is a demonstration. It's art. Don't you understand art?
I cannot bear the burden of being alive any longer. You are...
That's suicide. What?
Are engaging in the means for the ends. Your primary goal is to stop existing. Whereas the goal for Aaron Bushnell was not to stop living. The goal was to get people to care more about this issue.
But
brother,
by not living anymore.
He killed himself. Are you saying the guy that killed himself didn't kill himself? Are we playing Oh my god, this bitch is so fucking stupid. How many times do you think
She's not the only one. I've heard this from other people. She didn't come up with this on her own. She heard somebody else say this.
Nutsack must have slapped against her forehead for her to lose this much IQ. Genuine question.
It's not that it was an IQ thing. She's dumb for saying it because she come up with it. No, other people said it. It is like this weird hive mind thing where nobody even cares that the things that they're saying is true or not. They're just saying things.
Like, Jesus.
Like, I don't get it.
Versus...
It's like actually fucking evil.
The example someone in chat gave, someone like staying behind to make sure everyone else lives.
There's some kind of like weird lying force behind it.
That is not someone that we would say is committing suicide, right? Because their goal is not death. Their goal is saving other people's lives. And the goal, I think, is the most important thing, which is, again, why most people don't call it suicide. Is it textbook suicide? Yeah. Is it under a legal definition? Did he commit suicide? Yes.
This guy didn't save anyone.
This guy laid down his life for humanity. He's basically Jesus, you know.
He was mentally ill and killed himself.
Yep.
This is like if a guy tied a noose around his neck and said, "Rape is bad," before jumping. He didn't stop all rapes. He just took the time to virtue signal before dying.
Rape is good.
Yep.
I bring all this up because Denims then reacts to an Ethan clip and gets offended once a joke is made.
It was absolutely insane how he stood the whole time. That was crazy. I don't know how that's humanly possible. Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that sound bad?
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Hello? Is there anybody in there? McFly! McFly!
He's a champ at burning alive? Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god!
She stands there, dumbfounded, for another couple minutes, chastising Ethan for not picking his words carefully.
I understand why people want to go, he's a hero. I understand that because he made this ultimate sacrifice, the most gruesome way possible, right? And so I understand the impulse of being I don't want that to... I want to honor that sacrifice. I want to do self-immolation. Yeah, I know. When they're under tyrannical oppression by the Chinese and have literally no way for the voices to be heard.
I love that he managed to get in a China bad comment. It's a great mwah.
No argument against what he said, just label it as China bad. I'm sure she'd love to expand on that, but that bagel just looks so good.
Because they're carving out a moral barrier for themselves to say, oh yeah, well in this case, killing yourself is great. But it's not. That's because it's not suicide. It is. He killed himself. His family is.
Who is they?
He's referring to people like you, Denims, who have to argue the semantics of the word suicide in order to justify his death. In fact, she spends the next 40 minutes doing just that. My main argument here is that if you think it's fine to make jokes about Biden dying, then don't take offense to equally edgy statements about Aaron's death.
True.
Her inconsistency comes from her politics. She has to appeal to the
No, it all depends on who you're talking about, what position of power they're in. Then you can talk about how violent we can be towards them. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. I hear that all the time. Nope. Get your violent bullshit out. All of it.
Fine when I do it, bad when they do it. It's Hassan and Ko's entire shtick.
Radical audience she's cultivated. The moment she says something actually edgy that will challenge her audience, she'll be done for.
Spreading a stinky
With
lie.
the CPS situation, I want to give as much context possible to truly understand how malicious Denims was during it. So let's start with where the rumor came from. An H3 podcast episode from February 17th, 2025. During the beginning of this episode, Ethan discusses some of his health issues, like his coughing and stomach issues. He then mentions
I've been wondering what the coughing was from.
his new dog, Olive, who is a rescue that happened to have Giardia. Giardia is a common bacterial infection that can cause diarrhea. He mentions this because he had just started treating Olive.
Dude, these people have no idea what Giardia is, and we're acting as if it was like cancer transmitted by dogs. It's like a very common illness to get, especially when you're a kid from, living in a house with pets.
Of antibiotics. Because of this,
kids put
Ethan
everything in their
believes
mouth.
that
That's one thing that Denims can probably relate to.
Hila and their youngest child, Sunny, also have Giardia.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
Oh shit.
And now Ela has Giardia.
Shut. For real?
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my god.
It can go on surfaces and stuff. So, Olive chews everywhere. So, Sonny, it makes sense why he got it. Then once he starts having these crazy diarrheas, like in the middle of the night, all day, all the time, he's having these crazy diarrheas. Then when me and Ela start having to get in there and changing his diaper, obviously you put him down, you wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas.
Now, Ethan never 100% confirms that the three of them had it. He speculates they did. Ethan later reveals that none of them had Giardia, and clarifies that getting it does not have to involve literally eating shit. He wrote, "You can get it from surfaces. If Olive's bum brushes on the floor, even if a clean bum, it can spread across the floor surface." Now, one critique I do have for Ethan is that he probably shouldn't have shared this story. It's really gross, and not at all entertaining or interesting for the type of podcast he does. However, that does not at all mean people should twist up the details of the story and lie about it, which is exactly what Bad Empanada did. Empanada here has released hundreds of stream segments going after Ethan.
Dude, these are all fucking insane liars, and they will use anything. They will go after your families. They don't care. If they can't get you, they'll get anything else around you. And they'll take you down that way. They don't give a fuck. They're evil. Their Lord and Savior is Satan, even if they don't know it.
And in one of them, he brings up the Giardia story. Instead of properly describing the story, he sums it up as Ethan allowing his son to eat dog shit straight off the floor. Very obviously untrue if you
Actually, Satan prefers that they don't know it.
Listen to the source material, but Bad Empanada doesn't care about spreading the truth. He just wants to justify going after people with absolutely no mercy at all. Denims, who has become a fan of Bad Empanada, decided to react to the specific video. Not once does she push back against anything Empanada is saying. She instead just silently agrees.
Is that Ethan Klein on his podcast outright openly acknowledged that he lets his dogs shit all over his mansion, and he just leaves the shit on the floor, something that is probably related to the fact that his former housekeeper is suing him for a number of different reasons. So I would assume he doesn't actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like...
You're just making assumptions?
Covered in dog shit. And he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it, or if it's just from like...
What the fuck are you talking about? I've heard him say this before in this clip, but it's just like every time I hear it, I'm like, this whole thing is just assumptions, just made up bullshit.
Like contact with it with their hands or something, but they contracted a parasite that I had previously never heard.
I'm so surprised that Ethan hasn't sued Bad Empanada yet. Like, I feel like...
I think he's wanting to. I think he's tried to, but it's hard to find this guy because he's like hiding out internationally.
I feel like that should be something that he does. I know the statute of limitations should still be fine for him to do that, but he should definitely do that.
In my life called Giardia from the dog
and I'm
shit.
sure a Jewish man with a Jewish lawyer will eventually get around to it.
I don't know, Denims. How about you watch the source material, instead of this psychopathic retard give his heavily biased summary of it? You know, research. Basic shit like that, which all political streamers should be doing.
Yep.
Dude, how is it that like maybe once a week I look into what Ethan Klein's been up to, and every time I manage to find more and more terrible shit.
She then reacts
Another projection, man. Every time.
to an edit made by an H3 snarker.
We need to start keeping score.
Now,
It's like these people are like, oh, I want to get an opinion on something. I'm going to go to the guy that agrees with me 100% and listen to their opinion. That's their idea of doing research. Brother, you have to do both sides.
the original, mind you, which is really dodgy. Snark subreddits aren't exactly
Like, for example, like even with that conversation with Destiny, me and Destiny disagree on so much shit. But even in that conversation, just from hearing his point of view, there were some things where I'm like, you know what? I can acknowledge that. I understand your point of view. I may not agree with it, but I can at least acknowledge that point of view because that's what actually becoming, well-researched and well-rounded actually looks like.
truthful, if you can't already believe.
I was immediately struck by the phallic fucking piss room.
I can't play it slower. It's posted on it's posted on Reddit. Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. There are lots of things that you can get as an adult. You're totally fine. You'll be a-okay. No problem.
I'm fine if she was actually joking about this situation. Shouldn't be doing that. And I'd find it very disgusting and distasteful. But I'm completely okay with that happening. I don't want to throw her in jail or nothing for it or cancel her for it. But the outright lying about the situation and actually it not being jokes that you're saying and you're just lying, that's bullshit. And you deserve to be banned for that.
A child, a small infant that has no immune system, shouldn't be catching anything.
Let's Google that. No, Giardia can't kill a baby. Rarely fatal. Sometimes it causes dehydration. Giardia can kill a child rarely, just as the common cold can kill a baby. Giardia is very common in children. It's something that I've most likely gone through. Bro, it's diarrhea.
She's flat out just reading random shit from her chat and thinking it's true. Getting Giardia is not at all deadly. Yet, instead of looking into this, she strangely claims that getting it can be deadly for small children. I don't know if you're aware of this, Denims, but small children get sick all the time, and that's completely normal. How else is someone supposed to build up their immune system? I mean, maybe Denims didn't, which would explain how she has both AIDS and BPD. This is all very basic shit, and the fact that she doesn't know this is proof enough that Denims should never have children, and will hopefully never reproduce. I mean, it's bad enough that her future kids will get bullied for having a mom with pictures of her ass minted on the internet.
Right?
He made
Dude, so many kids. So many kids are gonna get bullied in the future.
Walk himself and made the crew eat
Even
it while
now
he had
they're getting
Giardia.
bullied.
It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is this happening?
I think if this bitch were to get pregnant, that she would probably give birth to the spawn of Satan, and that would be the Antichrist, and that's gonna kick off the end of the world, the end times. So let's not do that.
How?
He tried to sue Bad Abinah when he fled the
happening?
country. That's what I heard.
She believes every word her chat says, which is very irresponsible when you're trying to present yourself as this trustworthy political pundit.
Dude, if you're a streamer and you don't ask your chat for sources of the things they claim, you're going to be led down a path of fucking madness. I always ask, is there proof of that? Show me the clip before believing anything.
This stream is devious for multiple
It's
reasons,
it's
but the
blatant
biggest is that Hassan and his orbiters know that Bad Abinah.
Yep. Like, and it's obvious to pick these things out whenever somebody makes a claim and then that's it. And there's no sources and they're just saying some shit. Like when people start making assumptions and just start connecting dots that don't need to be connected.
Is a bad faith liar. They know he's a scumbag, but are only promoting him.
And like, there's certain pattern recognition with people. When you look at Ethan Klein, he's got his own pattern, and it's not the same pattern that these people are seeing. And all these people, they have a pattern, and their pattern is a bunch of evil, disgusting bullshit, lies, and sexual degeneracy. You know, just degeneracy of all kinds. Satan worshipping losers.
So that he can harass Ethan.
And I think they're even too dumb to realize it.
And their other detractors.
It's the same reason why they promoted H3 Snark. They know it's a bunch of bullshit, but they just want to push the bad narrative on Ethan.
Hassan used to publicly say that he'll never watch Bad Abinah's content on stream, though recently he's been—
Actually, I don't even think they know that it's bullshit. I think they don't know, don't care. And they only care that Ethan looks bad. They feel good whenever they take down big people like this. Could you imagine if all of the things that they did to Ethan actually worked? How good they would feel? They'd feel like they were on top of the world. It's like heroin.
Gaslighting his viewers on the reason why. He says it was only due to ReactGate, a drama which criticized lazy React content.
Here's one point of contention. ReactGate.
Look at that. Check it out. He's in one of those cat ears maid outfits. Looking like a major F-slur.
The reason why I had a blockade implemented on Bad Empanada videos for the longest time was because you were one of the YouTubers that was like, fuck this guy is stealing other people's labor, how dare he fucking do this. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think that's what you said initially, so I was like, I'm never gonna watch this fucking dude's videos. Like, I was watching your videos at the time.
Do you
but
actually
not on
want to talk
stream.
about the ReactGate stuff?
ReactGate was a reason, but not the only reason. Hassan has also cited his unhinged behavior, like his multiple Twitter accounts that he uses to dox people.
I think Bad Empanada would be one of the better content creators online if he just didn't have a Twitter account. Like, unironically, the fact that they keep fucking nuking his Twitter account is actually a good thing for him, but he doesn't realize it. And he thinks it's like a bad thing for him. But it's like, he would be so much better as like a content creator that just does not tweet, because he's such a fucking freak, dude. Oh my Lord, he is such a goddamn freak. He is the most insane person. His Twitter is mostly a joke, in my opinion. He has like 7,000 accounts. He's also, yeah, I mean, he is a gremlin. He is absolutely a fucking gremlin. Keep in mind, there's people that pretend to be him. Says he doesn't have a Twitter on his YouTube. Good. I'm glad that he says that. Pretty sure he does, though. Watches Loner Box and tries to be as charitable as possible. Won't watch Bad Empanada because he's mean on Twitter. Who said I don't watch Bad Empanada? And also, secondly, I just said I have an official blockade on Bad Empanada videos on this broadcast while I'm live. That's number one. And number two, he's not just mean on Twitter. He is a psychopath. The idea that he's just simply mean on Twitter is ridiculous. He is not just mean on...
Dude, yeah, and he's playing it up like it's a spectacle, like it's part of his character.
Twitter.
Like
He
it's
is
a
the
good
most
thing.
insane person on Twitter.
You know someone's a psychopath when it's coming from Hassan's mouth. It's like receiving a golden plaque. Yet, less than a year after both those statements, Hassan decides to start promoting Bad Empanada on stream.
Yeah, it's like he's marketing him to the psychopaths in his audience.
Reacting to his videos. And I think he mainly started doing this after seeing Noah Samson platform this guy with little to no consequence. Denims herself also knows Empanada is a fucked up dude, as she used to be friends with many political creators who he's harassed. Denims used to tie herself very heavily to Vosh's community, and once left a comment on his Xander Hall tweet where he calls out Empanada's fanbase.
Wait, Denims was a fan of Vosh? Jesus.
Shows an alleged chat message.
It's all connected. All of these degenerate freaks, they're all connected.
Message from a fan calling Xander Hall.
Remember Vosh? Remember Vosh? The horse guy?
Called the gamer word, to which Denims
you
replies,
guys like horses?
most normal Bad Empanada fan. Lonerbox also implies that
he likes horses a whole lot.
Talk to Denims about how deranged he is.
How is this happening?
How is it happening? You mean the habitual liar who lies all the time is lying about things? Again, just so you guys know, everyone who's part of this circle knows Bad Empanada is a liar. They all know. Denims knows. I know Denims knows. She knows that I know that she knows. Hassan knows. Hassan knows that I know that he knows. Because back in the...
Dude, it's like that with everything. They all know that we know that they know that we know that they know. And they don't care.
Day, when Hassan used to be a little bit nice to me, he rejected claims from his chat that came from him. He was like, what, like a bunch of people in chat saying that Lonerbox was a phalangist. And Hassan would be like, no. And he knows this. We DM'd about this. We spoke about this. Like, Hassan knows. He knows this guy's a liar. Like, the whole group knows this. Like, everyone knows this guy's a liar. They just don't care. Just like... As long as, I guess if he's on your side, it's whatever, right? Leak the DMs. I don't think I'm gonna leak.
Yeah, because as long as he's lying about people that they don't like, they can weaponize this guy's derangement syndrome.
DMs. If he denies what I just said.
They don't care about the truth. They just want the objective done in any way possible. They are to slander anybody that goes against
the ends justify the means
against them with criminal accusations. That's their entire shtick.
Leak DMs.
Now during Denim's stream, many in her chat urged for Child Protective Services to be called on Ethan. This edit I'm showing applies all the chat messages mentioning CPS during this segment. The real chat is up here. Denims is well aware that her chat is saying this. How do I know? Well, because Denims herself has admitted that she reads every single chat message. This clip comes from a year ago where she accused Ethan of mistreating
Dude, every streamer says this, and it's not fucking true.
His employees.
If you ever bring up chat as like a whole, okay, just show me one chat message of someone who said, he's literally the worst boss ever. There's no one that said it. I read every chat message I'm watching. No one said that. Literally, no one said that. I saw people call him a Zionist piece of shit. That's true. But that has nothing to do with whether or not you're a boss, right?
She knows her chat wants CPS to be called, yet won't moderate any of these comments. I find this strange, since Denims makes sure chat is heavily moderated. and has her mods ban anyone who simply criticizes her. Imagine being a fucking Denims mod. I bet these people are scared when you show them a job application.
I know, chatter. I know thinking is so hard. Listening is so difficult. I know. So you can't sue because you're a woman? What logic is that? Listen.
Dude, I bet Denims mods are so angry all the time. Every time they see some chat message that they don't like, they're like, oh my god, how could this person say something like that? They just constantly in tears.
Oh, the BoJack Horseman. That's very fitting. Listen, what I said, I'll explain it slower this time since you seem to be a little bit slow. I love these people as well. So then why do you get mad when someone calls you a hoe? So if someone brags about sleeping with a lot of people, can you make fun of them for sleeping with a lot of people?
Yes.
Why would you people ever think that I care about being called a whore? Oh,
you take it from here, Tectone.
Well, that's very interesting because you crashed the fuck out when I called you that.
Yeah.
When I called you your accurate job descriptor. How have I never seen that clip before? You know what's crazy? Twitch says they will only... Yo, mods, do me a favor. Go to 4849 of that video of her saying that. I'm going to send that to Twitch. Because Twitch says that if a person has stated they don't care about a word and it doesn't hurt their feelings, then you will not get banned by that. That's what's very interesting. Frogan has also gone on record saying she does not get upset when people call her fat. And I got banned for that as well. Very interesting.
Interesting.
Why would you people ever think that I care about being called a whore? Oh, you guys are so cute. One day after the former Twitch staff tweet about Doc, but now your narrative, why did we ban him? I was responding. But now your narrative changes when the pedo is trans. Did you, I think it's cute that you want to believe that we're not consistent, but we are. It's you guys that aren't consistent.
Denims, the queen of consistency.
I feel like
She'll whine and complain about comments.
And that's what they want. I guess they're winning in that regard.
Calling her a whore and blame Ethan for it. Yet I guess she is not at all responsible for her fans wanting to...
Like, I have a hard time whenever they say something that's just like blatantly, obviously not true like that, and it's just like fucking mind-blowing that they think that saying these things is okay. And I don't even know, man. What is going on?
Call CPS on Ethan. I mean, some of these people were practically encouraging it, with other Hassan orbiters like Matt Lieb and Froggy Tonic spreading the false rumor that Ethan neglects...
Dude, if Rob's Media used my situation as an example, they would have been able to showcase these people as hypocrites so much harder. Like, they could have exposed them so much harder.
...kids, and lets them eat shit off the floor.
We've already seen the CPS call thousands of times. We're going to skip to slop tubers. But yeah, what happened with the CVS call was fucking horrible. Denims encouraged everybody in her chat to do that shit. She didn't mitigate any of the people going in on Ethan, but we'll skip that section.
A year ago, in my Why I Hate BreadTubers video, one of the things I criticized the leftist creators for is their overuse of certain buzzwords. They throw around certain labels in order to...
They use the same language. And it's funny how when something new comes out in the media, that they all say the same thing. They all say the new thing.
Automatically dismiss their critics. No matter how valid that person's perspective is,
the right does it too, but the left
creators
does
never
it
properly
so
define the words
bad.
they're using, leading to certain terms running stale and becoming overused. This has already happened to phrases like alt-righter, fascist, transphobe, etc. But now, the new word is sloptuber, primarily used by Hassan Piker and those who follow him.
Sloptube. I didn't coin this.
Yeah, we've completely embraced it. They started calling us incels, completely embraced it. Like, there's nothing that they can call us. You can't insult people when they just don't care.
Term, but
I'll be honest, I'm a proud sloptuber.
Sloptube typically refers
to... we take it and we flip it. There's nothing that you can call us.
The content creators, not necessarily just YouTubers, who create run-of-the-mill drama commentary or pop culture content, typically from what they claim to be an apolitical perspective. Sloptube content ranges from covering interpersonal beefs between YouTubers, all the way over to political commentary that...
I love that they think that they're not also sloptubers. It's all projection.
It's supposed to be somewhat centrist, but often carries water for the right. I don't use the term sloptube as a pejorative. I actually engage in the slop every now and then. I think there are certain creators in this realm who do a really good job. I also concede the point that left-wing YouTube or BreadTube or whatever it's called is definitely home to some annoying motherfuckers, so you don't need to convince me on that. But the reason I want to look into sloptubers for this video is because they benefit from a very special type of defense. Let's call it weaponized ignorance.
How good is that sandwich, Hassan?
The online viewership wants drama. They don't want actual fucking geopolitical analysis. They want slop. So the people that are doing that slop, that also don't treat this with the importance.
Yeah, Hassan never does drama. Calls Asmongold a mother-killing pedophile every single stream.
About that.
The issue with the importance of it, that it deserves, piss me off to no fucking end. Especially when they take a position without actually actively saying what that position is, which is.
We love that you're pissed off. We love it.
Presenting themselves as
keep getting pissed
as people
off.
Who are.
That's when you start actually saying the things that you actually think.
Against, seemingly, a whole bunch of the pro-Palestinian content creators. It's a very cowardly way of taking a stance without saying what your stance actually is.
SlopTube is essentially just a catch-all term for comments.
Nah, I don't think anybody's going against anybody for being pro-Palestine. I don't think anybody fucking cares. I think everybody's going against these content creators because they're political douchebags that try.
I go against people whose entire being is based around things like being pro-Palestine.
To label everybody else as criminals. Also, I'm gonna just be so dead ass. You don't need to have a viewpoint on Israel-Palestine because like we're not there. It like barely fucking affects us. If you don't have a view,
my viewpoint is if you have a very strong viewpoint about it at this point, you're a fucking retard.
Viewpoint on Israel-Palestine, and you just say, yeah, I don't know anything about it. That's completely fucking fine. And I'd rather people have no opinion than an uninformed one.
Channels that don't 100% agree with Hassan. That's it. If you don't talk about this
my informed opinion is everybody sucks. Fuck them all.
Complicated geopolitical topic in a way that I like, you're a lazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 90% of people couldn't even point out Israel and Palestine on a globe.
Content creator.
True.
So why should they have a fucking opinion on the?
I bet Hassan couldn't even do it. Denims definitely can't do it. All of the orbiters, they won't be able to do it. No shot.
Political aspect of it.
I lazily react to YouTube videos while eating my lunch. That's not sloppy because I have the correct takes. His stance on this just comes across as pure projection most of the time.
This is my job. It happens to be a unique instance where it's not only my job, but it's also something that I have personally experienced. This is not a crash out. This is called political commentary. I know that so many of you are so firmly locked in on drama and slop and can't understand news and commentary and news coverage without thinking everything is drama or without thinking everything is slop. I think he just sees this as content. He just sees this as drama. He knows that a lot of people love getting fed a constant sea of unregulated slop that says Hassan is bad and wrong, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, immediately starts shitting on him. Yeah, that's the drama slop. What are you doing?
Denims has a very similar stance to
it makes him so mad. Like, it makes him so mad. But yeah, they're mad at Slop because they're right. Let's keep going here.
Not only are they mad at Slop Troopers because they're right, you can't insult them. You can't insult us. Because we'll just flip it. We'll just say that we are the thing that you're insulting us about.
During her brief coverage of Ethan's interview with Mike and Kate, she would call them out for spreading unverified gossip.
Dude, what is happening on the what is happening on the H3 podcast?
Okay, you know what? Honestly, if you want to watch the whole video, go for it. I read to an hour of it, and this was a great fucking video. Unironically, my brain can't handle any more of that. I can't see him anymore, guys.
Oh man,
I can't.
Damn.
Being reminded of how shitty these people.
I could have kept going, man. I could have kept going. This is absolute cinema.
People were, and they got no repercussions, is fucking insane to me. There's so much more bullshit they've done. That's just the surface. Like, comment, subscribe. Go watch the original video. That was a great fucking video. I'll see you on the next one.
Right on, man. Yeah, that was amazing. From Tectone and from Rob's Media. Is that the guy's name? Awesome video, man. Dude, Denims, she's such a fucking moron. Hassan, all these people, they're so cooked. I can't wait for the downfall of Twitch. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.